Types of fake friends, how to identify. Have you ever stopped to think that some people in your life might be more interested in sabotaging your progress than supporting it? That's right. The idea that those we call friends might actually be undermining our personal growth is disturbing. But the truth is that fake friendships can be everywhere, masked by smiles and kind words. You must be wondering, but how do I know if I'm surrounded by true or fake friends? This guide was created precisely to help you identify those individuals who disrupt your life. Let's explore the characteristics of 8 types of fake friends, revealing their manipulation tactics and how you can protect yourself. Let's unmask these friends together and strengthen the support network that truly matters. Are you ready for this transformation? Life is a complex journey filled with emotions and challenges that shape our personal growth. In Stoic philosophy, figures like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus teach us the importance of discerning who truly deserves our trust. A fake friendship can be as corrosive as any external adversity affecting our inner peace. Genuine relationships are fundamental to our happiness, and knowing how to identify harmful friendships is a crucial step to living with serenity and wisdom. Fake friendships are often disguised as support and understanding, but are actually sources of manipulation and pain. These individuals are masters at distorting reality for their own benefit, making us question our sanity and self-worth. Stoic philosophy teaches us to cultivate emotional resilience to face these challenges calmly. Keeping a journal, as suggested by Marcus Aurelius, can help reflect on our relationships and discern their true nature. It's essential to recognize that fake friendships can arise in any context, whether at work, in the family, or in the social circle. A practical example is when someone constantly diminishes your achievements, insinuating that you only succeeded by luck. This toxic behavior undermines your self-confidence and creates an environment of hidden competition. By applying Stoic teachings, we should cultivate indifference to these unjust criticisms and focus on our own personal growth and peace. To identify these individuals, observe their actions and words carefully. People who frequently make empty promises or are only present in times of convenience are generally not true friends. Seneca, one of the great names in Stoic philosophy, said that we should be careful with whom we allow into our inner circle, because fake friendships can divert us from the path of virtue and wisdom. A useful exercise is to practice regular introspection as suggested by Stoic philosophers. Ask yourself if your friendships contribute to your peace and personal growth or bring more conflict and manipulation. Talking to a mentor or someone trustworthy can provide valuable external perspective. The goal is to create an environment where honesty and mutual support prevail, distancing negative influences. As we continue to explore different types of fake friendships, remember that self-confidence and clarity of purpose are your best defenses. Adopting a Stoic stance towards emotional challenges will allow you to maintain control of your emotions and make wiser decisions. And so we move on to better understand the profile of the manipulator. One of the most insidious types of fake friends. Manipulators are masters at distorting reality to satisfy their own needs, often at the expense of others. They use subtle emotional manipulation techniques, making their victims doubt their own perceptions and feelings. In Stoic philosophy, learning to recognize and deal with these individuals is crucial to maintaining inner peace and personal growth. Epictetus reminds us that we are responsible for our own reactions and that we must train our minds not to be easily influenced by these emotional games. A classic example of manipulation can be seen when someone constantly blames others for their own problems, never taking responsibility for their actions. This person may try to make you feel guilty for something you didn't do, distorting the facts to make it seem like you are always in debt to them. Stoic philosophy teaches us to remain calm and not succumb to these emotional pressures, maintaining firm control over our own reactions and choices. Another common tactic of manipulators is gaslighting, where they make you question your own sanity and memory. They deny having said or done something even if you are sure otherwise, creating mental confusion that erodes your confidence in yourself. Marcus Aurelius advised practicing self-confidence and trusting our own perception of reality, not allowing others' manipulations to divert us from our path of growth and peace. To deal with manipulators, it is essential to establish clear and firm boundaries. Say no when necessary and do not allow them to cross your emotional barriers. Seneca reminds us that we must be the guardians of our own minds and hearts, protecting ourselves from negative influences. Practicing assertiveness and emotional self-defense is an effective way to keep manipulators at bay and preserve our emotional integrity. A practical exercise is to note situations where you felt manipulated and reflect on how you could have reacted differently. This helps develop self-awareness and strengthen emotional resilience. Additionally, sharing your experiences with trusted friends or mentors can provide new perspectives and strategies for dealing with manipulators more effectively. By understanding the manipulator's profile and learning to identify it, we take a significant step towards protecting our peace and emotional well-being. And with that, we prepare to explore the next type of fake friend. The disguised competitor who, under the veil of friendship, fosters constant rivalry. The disguised competitor is that friend who, under the pretext of camaraderie, is constantly competing with you. They turn each of your achievements into a rivalry game, which can be extremely emotionally draining. In Stoic philosophy, we learn to recognize these dynamics and protect ourselves from them to preserve our inner peace. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that we should not be influenced by others' comparisons but focus on our own personal growth. A practical example of this type of friendship can be seen in situations where each of your successes is quickly minimized by an even greater achievement of the disguised competitor. If you get a new job, they soon mention a promotion they received. This can create an atmosphere of constant competition where your achievements are never fully celebrated. By applying Stoic teachings, we should cultivate indifference to this competition and concentrate on our own progress and well-being. The disguised competitor can also manifest through subtle comparisons and derogatory comments. They may make remarks that seem like compliments but actually contain veiled criticism, such as these comments can undermine your self-confidence and create a sense of inferiority. Seneca teaches us not to let these words affect our self-esteem, reminding us that our value is not determined by others' opinions. To deal with a disguised competitor, it is important to establish a mindset of self-sufficiency and confidence. Do not get caught up in the need to prove something to someone. Instead, celebrate your achievements authentically and seek support from true friends who genuinely care about your success. Epictetus suggests that true peace comes from within, and that we should not allow others' actions to disturb our emotional balance. A useful exercise is to practice gratitude. Write down your achievements and reflect on the hard work and dedication it took to achieve them. This helps you appreciate your own progress and not depend on external validation. Sharing your experiences with a mentor or support group can also provide an encouraging and positive environment, distancing the negative influence of disguised competitors. By understanding and recognizing the behavior of the disguised competitor, we strengthen our ability to maintain healthy and authentic relationships. And so we move on to explore the next type of fake friendship, the false supporter who, under the mask of encouragement, undermines our confidence and progress. The false supporter is one of the most insidious types of fake friends because they hide under the mask of encouragement and camaraderie. These individuals pretend to be by your side, but secretly undermine your self-confidence and efforts. In Stoic philosophy, we learn to value honesty and integrity in our relationships, recognizing the importance of discerning who truly deserves our trust. Seneca reminds us that true friendship is based on virtue and mutual support, not manipulation and deceit. A classic example of a false supporter is that friend who always seems to be by your side but makes subtle comments that diminish your achievements. When you share an accomplishment, they might respond with an ambiguous compliment like, "Congratulations, but can you keep up that pace?" These comments are designed to instill doubts and insecurities, hindering your personal growth. In Stoic practice, we must cultivate emotional resilience to not be affected by these mind games. The false supporter can also manifest through advice that initially seems helpful but actually diverts you from your path. For example, they might suggest you change direction on an important project, claiming it's for your own good when in reality they are trying to sabotage your efforts. Epictetus teaches us to trust our own judgment and be cautious of those who appear to be helping but have hidden intentions. To deal with a false supporter, it is crucial to develop strong self-esteem and trust in your own abilities. Do not let negative comments or misleading advice affect your determination. Marcus Aurelius encourages us to seek inner clarity and the strength to follow our own path, regardless of external influences. Establishing clear boundaries and not allowing these people to interfere in your decisions is fundamental. A practical exercise is the practice of self-affirmation. Daily remind yourself of your achievements and capabilities, reinforcing your confidence in yourself. Surrounding yourself with true friends who genuinely wish for your success is also essential. Sharing your goals and challenges with trusted people can provide the genuine support you need. Distancing the negative influences of false supporters by understanding and recognizing the behavior of the false supporter, we strengthen our ability to maintain authentic and healthy relationships. And so we move on to explore the next type of fake friendship. The selfish friend who is always present only when they need something, putting their own needs ahead of others. The selfish friend is the one who only appears when they need something, always putting their own needs above others. This type of relationship can be exhausting and frustrating because there is no genuine reciprocity. In Stoic philosophy, we learn the importance of cultivating relationships based on virtue and mutual support. Marcus Aurelius advises us not to be drained by people who deplete our energy without offering anything in return. Identifying and dealing with the selfish friend is essential to maintaining our inner peace and personal growth. A practical example of a selfish friend is the one who only calls when they need a favor, whether big or small. When you need support, this person often disappears or makes excuses for not being available. This behavior can be extremely demoralizing. However, Stoic philosophy teaches us to maintain serenity and not allow these attitudes to deeply affect us. We should focus on our own development and relationships that truly support us. Selfish friends also tend to monopolize conversations, always directing the focus back to themselves and their needs. When you try to share your own experiences or feelings, they quickly change the topic back to them. This can create a feeling of invisibility and devaluation. Seneca reminds us of the importance of finding balance in friendships, where there is a true exchange of support and understanding. It is essential to recognize these signs and act to protect our emotional integrity. To deal with selfish friends, it is crucial to establish clear boundaries. Do not feel obligated to meet all their demands, especially when it compromises your own well-being. Epictetus teaches us that we have the power to choose our actions and reactions. Saying no when necessary and prioritizing your own needs is an important step to maintaining your inner peace. The practice of self-sufficiency and emotional independence can help minimize the impact of selfish friends in your life. A useful exercise is regular self-reflection on your relationships. Ask yourself if this friendship truly adds value to your life or if it is only draining your energy. Talking to a mentor or someone you trust can provide a valuable external perspective and help reinforce your decision to set boundaries. The pursuit of authentic and reciprocal friendships is fundamental for a balanced and harmonious life. Recognizing the behavior of the selfish friend and setting boundaries, we advance on the path of self-knowledge and emotional strengthening. And with that, we are ready to explore the next type of fake friendship. The gossiper who spreads rumors and reveals secrets, creating distrust and conflicts in our social circle. The gossiper is that friend who loves to spread rumors and reveal secrets, often without regard for the consequences. This type of behavior can cause distrust and conflicts, destroying harmony in our social circle. In Stoic philosophy, we learn the importance of preserving our inner peace and surrounding ourselves with people who share similar values. Marcus Aurelius advises us not to get involved in intrigues and to focus on our own serenity and personal growth. A classic example of a gossiper is that friend who, seemingly interested in hearing your confidences, uses that information to cause discord. You share something in confidence, and soon your words are distorted and spread, creating an environment of distrust. In Stoic practice, we should be cautious with whom we entrust our secrets, valuing discretion and loyalty in our friendships. Gossipers also love to be the bearers of bad news, seizing any opportunity to cause turmoil. They often bring exaggerated or fabricated stories, fueling drama and negativity. Seneca teaches us to maintain a posture of indifference towards these gossips, not allowing them to affect our tranquility. Stoic wisdom guides us to discern truth from fiction and not be influenced by malicious rumors. To deal with gossipers, it is crucial to establish clear boundaries on what we share. Avoid discussing sensitive or personal matters with people who have a habit of gossiping. Epictetus suggests that we should guard our deepest thoughts and feelings for those who truly deserve our trust. Additionally, adopting a posture of integrity and transparency in our actions can help minimize the impact of gossip. A practical exercise is to observe how you respond to rumors. Instead of reacting impulsively, practice patience and reflection. Assess the veracity of the information and decide how to proceed calmly and rationally. Talking to a trusted friend or mentor can offer an external perspective and help deal with the situation more effectively. Strengthening honest and direct communication is fundamental to disarming gossipers. By understanding the behavior of the gossiper and adopting strategies to protect ourselves, we promote a healthier and more harmonious environment in our lives. We move on to explore the next type of fake friendship, the envious friend who often manifests toxic and destructive behaviors by not being able to deal with others' success and happiness. The envious friend is the one who, unable to deal with others' success and happiness, often manifests toxic and destructive behaviors. In Stoic philosophy, we learn that envy is a negative emotion that must be controlled to maintain our inner peace and personal growth. Marcus Aurelius reminds us to focus on our own achievements and not be affected by others' envy. Identifying and dealing with envious friends is essential to preserving our serenity and well-being. A typical example of an envious friend is the one who can never celebrate your achievements. When you share good news, they respond with a derogatory comment or try to downplay the importance of your success. This behavior can undermine your self-confidence and create a negative environment. Seneca teaches us to maintain emotional resilience, valuing our achievements regardless of others' opinions. Envious friends also tend to compete unfairly, trying to outdo your achievements at any cost. They may copy your ideas or projects, presenting them as their own in an attempt to gain recognition. Epictetus encourages us to focus on our own path, not allowing envious friends' unfair competition to divert us from our goals. We must trust in our own ability and move forward with determination. To deal with envious friends, it is fundamental to establish clear boundaries and maintain a certain degree of emotional distance. Do not allow their negativity to affect your self-confidence or decisions. Marcus Aurelius advises us to practice indifference towards envy, keeping our focus on our own development. The practice of self-sufficiency and self-confidence is crucial to protecting ourselves from envious friends' negative influence. A practical exercise is to cultivate gratitude and recognition for your achievements. Make a daily list of your accomplishments and reflect on the effort and dedication it took to achieve them. This helps reinforce your self-confidence and not rely on external validation. Sharing your experiences with true and trusted friends can provide genuine support, distancing the negative influence of envious friends. By recognizing the behavior of the envious friend and adopting strategies to protect ourselves, we promote a more positive and healthy environment in our lives. And so we move on to explore the next type of fake friendship, the destructive critic who constantly criticizes negatively and demotivates, affecting our growth and emotional well-being. The destructive critic is the friend who, instead of offering constructive criticism and support, constantly makes negative comments that undermine your confidence and motivation. In Stoic philosophy, we learn that we should surround ourselves with people who encourage us to grow and distance ourselves from those who only bring negativity. Epictetus teaches us to recognize that we have no control over others' actions. Identifying and dealing with destructive critics is essential to maintaining our inner peace and personal progress. An example of a destructive critic is the friend who always finds flaws in everything you do, even when you are clearly doing a good job. They might say things like "you did well," but it could have been better if you had done it differently, creating a constant feeling of inadequacy. In Stoic practice, we must remember that others' opinions do not define our worth. We should focus on our own standards of excellence and growth. Destructive critics also have the habit of demotivating by disregarding your efforts and results. They may make sarcastic or derogatory comments that slowly erode your self-esteem. Marcus Aurelius reminds us to maintain serenity in the face of unjust criticism, using it as opportunities to strengthen our emotional resilience. The goal is to listen to constructive criticism and ignore those that do not add value to our development. To deal with a destructive critic, it is crucial to develop the ability to filter comments. Ask yourself if the criticism is valid and can be used to improve, or if it is just an attempt to demotivate you. Seneca teaches us to be selective in our friendships, seeking those who lift us and distancing ourselves from those who pull us down. Establishing clear boundaries and protecting your self-esteem is fundamental. A practical exercise is regular self-assessment. Conduct an honest analysis of your achievements in areas where you can improve based on objective criteria and not on negative comments. This helps maintain a balanced perspective and value your own progress. Sharing your goals and challenges with a mentor or support group can offer a positive and encouraging external perspective. By recognizing and filtering the behavior of the destructive critic, we strengthen our ability to grow healthily and positively. And so we move on to explore the next type of fake friendship, the inconsistent friend whose presence and support vary drastically, causing insecurity and confusion in our relationships. The inconsistent friend is the one whose presence and support vary drastically, creating an emotional roller coaster that can be exhausting. In Stoic philosophy, we learn to value stability and consistency in our relationships, recognizing that true friendship is based on mutual trust and continuous support. Seneca reminds us that constancy is an essential virtue in any healthy relationship. Identifying and dealing with inconsistent friends is crucial to maintaining our inner peace and personal growth. A classic example of an inconsistent friend is the one who is fully present and engaged one day, but disappears without explanation the next. This creates a feeling of insecurity and doubt because we never know when we can count on them. Stoic philosophy teaches us to remain calm and not emotionally depend on someone who is not reliable. We should focus on our own emotional stability and relationships that truly support us. Inconsistent friends can also create false expectations by promising support or presence at important moments and then failing to deliver. This can cause disappointment and frustration, undermining trust in the relationship. Epictetus encourages us not to allow these variations to affect our serenity, reminding us that our inner peace should not be conditioned by others' behavior. We should seek relationships where there is reciprocity and genuine commitment. To deal with an inconsistent friend, it is essential to establish clear and realistic expectations. Communicate your needs and feelings openly, but also be prepared to accept that not everyone will be able to offer the level of consistency you desire. Marcus Aurelius advises us to accept human nature as it is, but also to take measures to protect our own emotional well-being. A practical exercise is self-reflection on your own behavior patterns in relationships. Ask yourself if you are also consistent and reliable for others. By improving your own qualities, you attract friends who share the same values. Additionally, practicing gratitude for friends who are truly consistent can help value and strengthen those bonds, distancing yourself from those who bring uncertainty. By understanding and dealing with the behavior of the inconsistent friend, we promote a safer and more stable environment in our lives. And so, we move on to conclude our journey of exploring fake friendships, offering practical strategies and advice to strengthen our true bonds and build a healthy and positive social circle. We have reached the conclusion of this journey of recognizing and confronting fake friendships. Throughout this path, we have explored how different types of friends can impact our peace and personal growth. In Stoic philosophy, figures like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus teach us that the quality of our relationships directly influences our inner serenity. Recognizing these harmful friendships is the first step to protecting our emotional and mental well-being. First of all, it is crucial to cultivate self-awareness and constant self-evaluation. Ask yourself, does this friendship truly support and inspire me to grow? By reflecting on your relationships, you will be able to identify patterns of manipulation, envy, destructive criticism, and other toxic behaviors. Stoic practice teaches us to focus on our own development and not allow others' negative attitudes to divert us from our path of peace and personal growth. Establishing clear and firm boundaries is one of the most effective strategies for dealing with fake friendships. Do not be afraid to say no when necessary and distance yourself from people who do not respect your boundaries. Epictetus reminds us that we are the guardians of our own minds and hearts, and we must protect our inner peace with determination. Practicing assertiveness and emotional self-defense is fundamental to maintaining our integrity and well-being. Another important aspect is cultivating true and meaningful friendships. Focus on building relationships based on trust, reciprocity, and mutual support. Marcus Aurelius advises us to seek people who share the same values and virtues, creating a positive and encouraging social circle. Practicing gratitude for genuine friendships helps reinforce those bonds and distance negative influences. To further strengthen your support network, consider seeking guidance from mentors or participating in groups with similar interests. These environments can provide valuable support and new perspectives for dealing with emotional challenges. Seneca teaches us that continuous learning and sharing experiences are essential for personal growth and maintaining healthy relationships. By applying these strategies, you will be better prepared to identify and deal with fake friendships, promoting a more harmonious and balanced environment in your life. And so we conclude this journey, leaving you with the necessary tools to build a truly healthy and positive social circle. To continue learning about how to protect your peace and grow personally, subscribe to our channel and activate notifications. Together, we can walk a path of serenity and wisdom. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give a like, and share this video with anyone you believe would benefit from these lessons. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video.